Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So this is module 22 on the previous server with all of those different enchantment changes. Now when you look at your gear and your artifacts, you may notice that the item level has doubled for some of them. You can see these storyteller journals have had their item level buffed up to 600. And it's not just those artifacts. We pop into this collections here and we can see that all of those other artifacts that let's say only had 300 item level now have 600 item level, and this yes does include those other ones that had 450 item level, these being Hallister's Blast Scepter, Staff of Flowers, Envenomed, and we even have your Book of Vile Darkness, your Golden Memories, and those artifacts that had the 1000 item level like your Neverwinter Standard or your Demogorgon's Reach, which we should be able to find here. Instead of having 1000 item level, they now have 1200 item level. So they've all got increased a little bit. You may even notice when you're looking at artifact equipment and you look at like your neck, your waist, and even your weapons, that their item level has also been increased. The Watcher set having 1000, and we can look throughout the rest of them. You can see that the Blessed Blades are also given 1400 now. Same with the Celestial, and even with your artifact equipment like your Star Shard Choker, it's giving 1000. And when you look at the neck and waist piece of the Demogorgon set, you can see that they just have 1300 item level. So when we look back on the live server, we can see that the Demogorgon set hasn't been adjusted. It is one of the most newest sets, so that's to be expected, just 1300. But you look at all of those other ones and you can see these artifacts only have 450 item level, and we look at the artifact equipment, these all have like 980 when on legendary. They've just been bumped up a little bit to 1000 instead. These Blessed Blades have been bumped up by 150 item level to 1400, and so pretty much all of the artifact equipment has just been leveled out at giving 1000 item level instead, so you should see a bit of a stat increase there as well. Now if you were like me and ran with 3 storyteller journals, which are all of the lower item level artifacts, as we can see on the live server, they just gave that 300 item level. Now you're getting them effectively doubled. So with 3 artifacts getting doubled with their item level, that's an increase of 900 item level. And if we go and include, let's say, the Sparkling Fey emblem, which now at Mythic gives 600 item level instead of what we have just here when this is on Mythic had 450. So that was another 150 increase in item level. So we're looking at already 1050 increase in item level just from artifacts alone. That's pretty neat. Now on top of that, when we look at these storyteller journals, we can see their effects have been doubled. We can see that the Frozen will now reduce your incoming damage by 20% and increase your allies damage by 20% for 15 seconds. Same with the Flayed, giving a 20% increase to your deflect and a 20% increase to your allies recovery speed for 20 seconds. And the Envenomed has also had a doubled in its effect. Its damage increase is 10% and its action point generation is gone to 40 action points per tick instead of just what we have here on the live, 20 per tick, meaning instead of it giving 30% of your action points, it's actually giving 60% of your action points. We'll just go and cast our daily power here, and now we can cast that Envenomed Storyteller Journal and literally do nothing else. And we can see the amount of action points we gain. Look at this ticking up. It's 4% every second. That's pretty nuts. So over that 15 seconds, we can see we're at 64% action point gain. That was 60% just from the Envenomed Storyteller Journal. As of whether these are going to stay that way, they have made an oversight on increasing these before. Potentially they could stay the same, but that's still pretty massive. Now it's not just the storyteller journals that have had their effects doubled like that as well. The Decanter of Anthropal Essence, as we can see on the live server here, gives us that additional hit for 2400 and its item level is only 300. But if we pop over to the previous server and we have a look at it here, we can see that Anthropal is now hitting for 4800 per hit. However, it still has the same base of just 1% per stack up to 10 times for that total of 30 seconds. Now this could be very good if you don't have the storyteller journals, because it can go and proc off your band of air, I believe. Again, I'll have to do some further testing on that, and I'm currently in the process of doing so, since this band of air I just actually newly obtained it. So with that said, the storyteller journals become even more appealing, but again, this item level boost with these changes is pretty big, from these artifacts to our artifact sets, and overall we're gaining about 1,000 item level increase just from the item level buffing alone. So again, hopefully this has been somewhat insightful and helps you guys as what's to come with module 22. And with that said, hopefully I presented this well. If I did, consider leaving the video a like. And if you're new around here, consider subscribing. See you guys around. Goodbye for now.